Hello, hello. Welcome to today's messages. Let's tap in and tune in and cleanse the frequencies, the energies around us right now. Clear. Yes. Our day melody. Beautiful. Welcome and hello. Welcome and hello. I hope you are doing well. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Let's set the intention to receive messages for our greatest and highest good, right? Yes, it is important to not let fears and doubts in at this time. We've got a 22 doubt. Now is not the time to doubt your abilities, your powers, your knowing. Yes, okay, done with those ones. Now is not the time for doubt. Doubt, doubt. Let it all out. These are the things I can do without. Come on. I'm talking to you. Come on. Okay. We got rebirth, we got communication, we got duality, we've got transition, and what is this one? I don't know what this one is, but look at the orange creative powers. Okay. We just want one key from the octrillions. Okay. Duality. Perfect. Duality. Okay, so dualistic nature that we are, a balance of all of our dichotomies, light, shadow, masculine, feminine, the beers, the doers, this sacred balance. It's kind of an ongoing conversation with myself, with us, with you, if you are following along. But this idea of 1 + 1 = 3, it's not so much a mathematical equation, it's more about this, the third aspect being the tipping point, you and your dichotomies, your light, your shadow, your masculine, and your feminine on either side. But it is the center point that determines which way we lean in any given moment. And it is about balance. Just like if you're flying with one wing, you spin in a circle. If you're paddling on one side, you spin in a circle. This is about the steady momentum built through balance. Okay. Let's get a run. So in the face of doubt, yeah, doubt is pretty much the only thing standing in our way right now. The only thing that will tip and sway and divert, right? And so recorrect when you feel doubt, when you see doubt, when you smell doubt. Get your vinegar water with some essential oils and soaps and get rid of that smell, right? Yes, okay. This is about holding the frequency of joy, okay? That's what this is about. Holding the frequency of joy, of faith, of trust, of love, of peace. It's about harmony. Yes. It's about harmony. And creating strong boundaries around your own thoughts that are depleting, limiting, working against you. You are all that and a bag of chips, okay, as they used to say in the 90s. I think they used to say that. Oh, y'all that and a bag of chips, are ya? 'Cause who doesn't like a salty, crispy chip? Right? It's always a good day when it's chippy day. Okay. Okay, let's get some runes to come out. I'm also, this butterfly transformation, right here. We got the light streaming in. I feel like these are the glimmers that are supporting, that are acknowledging, that are pointing, highlighting confirming, right? Your position, your place, your power, your magic. There's no place for doubt here. And these peacock feathers, the 3, and also this blue flower in the middle of the forehead. And so this is giving me you can't weigh yourself against someone else. Okay, let's say that again. There's no comparing to you. How you see the world is uniquely you. And so when you are looking outside of yourself for confirmation, and you're not seeing anybody else doing, thinking, behaving, being as you are, and then you start to doubt yourself because you're like, well, maybe what I'm doing is wrong, maybe, right? All the thoughts. And this is about recognizing that the only place that you need to look to find evidence of someone like you is in the mirror, is your own reflection. This is why we can only seek so much externally. We have to go within. Sorry, I can't see you. Oh, there you are. We have to go within. We have to. We have to trust what we find in there. This is why we heal. This is why we connect. This is why we declutter, right? So that it is a space that we want to return to. It is our sanctuary, it's our temple. And it will eventually reflect in your external world. But it is a process of connecting and balancing. We've got all of the balancing here: the physical, the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual, grounded, centered, connected, outside of the world, right? The community, the city. And this, your spirit team, your higher self, this connection, this relationship is what it's all about. I like that idea of your internal spaces being something that you work on, that you tend to, that you cleanse and clear and cozy. You cozy it up so that it becomes the place of choice that you want to go to. The place that you walk into and you're like, yes, this feels like home. This is safe. And it goes with you wherever you go, right? With the peacock feathers, back to the peacock feathers, something about being seen for the beautifulness that you are. Oh, are these all hyacinths? Springtime blooms. She's not looking at them. Uh-oh. Okay, mushroom. Little rose quartz mushroom. Self-love. When there's room to doubt, leave no room to doubt. Leave no room to doubt. Trust what you know. Trust how you see. Trust what you've seen. Your experience. And put it out there. Get it out there. We've got the Knight of Swords. Okay, protection. This is my Sentinel card. Protecting your heart. Protecting your peace. Protecting your state of mind. Your state of being. Your heart center. This solidifies you within yourself. This is the guy who stands outside of your temple and like your bouncer and is like, sorry, doubt. We don't allow your kind in here. But if you go get a transformational burger from that stand on the corner and you come in as confidence, then we'll let you in, right? Okay. So we're protecting our state of mind. We're staying in a state of joy. Look at this, gorgeous. Being. Okay, we got the two queens coming out here. And then this balancing. between your being and your doing, right? Taking the moon tool to harness the power of the sun being the masculine, the energy, the feminine, wrapping itself around. So using your intuition and your knowing from a place of being before taking action. This is that balanced state. And being in your heart space. What was that? What was that? Okay. Being in your heart space, in the physical. This is your sanctuary. This is your gratitude space. You're looking around and being grateful for all that you have. There's no room for doubt when you are in a state of gratitude, living, being from your heart. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Yes, it's the actions you take to balance, which requires dedication and strong boundaries. Your bouncer. See, your bouncer. Your bouncer is your integrated shadow version, right? The one that you, parts of yourself that you went into, rediscovered, poured love into, acknowledged, did all the things that those parts of you needed to be done, right? It's the your tendencies to behave in certain ways, right? It's that, oh, so like, keeping yourself closed off to others because in the past, when you were wide open, you were hurt, used, and abused. And so now you've created boundaries or defenses, different. You've created defense mechanisms that will cut and hurt and betray and deny anything before they have a chance to do that to you, right? This is a hurt version of self or hurt versions of self that have found a way to protect itself. Beautiful. We've got a deer back here. By integrating the shadow, we go back to those and we find the root cause. Why do I do this? Why do I push people away? Why do I hurt the ones that I love? Follow that thread back to the core and find that hurt version of self. It all stems from this time when I was wide open and this person, place, or thing that I really allowed in. Oh, there's two. Hurt me. And so you kind of revisit that time and you become all characters in the scene and you flip the switch. You do things that, or say things that that version of self needed in that time. And in doing so, you acknowledge the needs of that part of you at that time. This is akin to bringing these fractured versions of self back into your heart. And and you get there through introspection. Sorry, I'm like, wow, how did we get here? through the introspection stage. Okay. And we had these ones fall. Yes, through your hermit. This requires solitude, whether externally or not. It requires a inner journey, right? All the work that you do on the internal spaces is the hermit mode, right? You are doing things for yourself, with yourself, in yourself, by yourself. Nobody else can do it for you. That's why there's no bypassing the spiritual work. There's no skipping over the trenches. There's no finding ways around the darkness, the void. You must go all in. It's part of the journey, it's part of the currency you acquire that you need to move to the next realm. Something like that. Okay. And you're highly celebrated. You will be celebrated. You are celebrated for the work that you have done in going in collecting. This is where your treasures come in, right? This is the becoming a diamond. You can't skip the pressure and the heat that is necessary for coal to turn into diamond. You can't. There's no way around it. Okay? This is why this journey isn't done by everyone yet. I think the more we do this, the more pioneers, the more lights, the more stars guiding the way, showing the way, anchoring the way, the more people in support, right? In support. You got this. It's all for this, right? This is, it's all part of the journey. We all had to do it to get here. You can too, right? I think this is what spirit is doing. They're trying to lead us there in the physical. And there's only one way, right? To become a diamond, you must endure. Okay. So it's worth celebrating, and not just them celebrating you, your spirit team, the divine, your ancestors, all of those who are witnessing, who are there with you, feeling and releasing and supporting you. But also you in recognition of yourself, right? Every time you reclaim a part of you that was fractured, lost, and hurt, and you reintegrate it back into your heart, this is worth celebrating. This is a return to home, a return to center. And I've had goosebumps, shivers all up through me during this reading so far. Okay. It always comes down to choice, free will, right? What you choose to focus on, doubt or joy, right? And it's okay to dip your wing in doubt as long as you are quick to joy, right? Don't wallow, don't bask. Do that in joy. Wallow and bask in joy. Okay. Also, this could be something that you can't see, a decision that is balancing the scales that you can't see, that you're going to have to feel your way. And I think this is the new way of being, actually, is not using your eyes to see. Aha, that's what's going on here. It's not about using the eyes to see. Her eyes are open here, and it's like her eyes are betraying her. And so she's doubtful, right? This rare bloom on the forehead, it's about seeing the evidence with your third eye. Okay. Is that everything? Transitioning in between spaces. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is what you're leaving. It's like being conditioned, being raised to always consider the worst case scenario so that you're prepared, right? You need to be prepared for anything because anything could happen. So prepare for the worst. And this was always hurtful, right? This actually worked against you and you didn't know better. But part of the process, part of spinning in a circle for too long and getting dizzy is to learn how to balance, right? And start moving in a direction instead of spinning and spiraling. This is the death. This is the transformation of the old ways of doing. This is the state in between where we can still choose the old ways, right? We can still see it. It's like a familiar pattern that we can step into, like an old movie that we rewatch because there's nostalgia, because it brings us back to a time, a version of self. But with it comes the energy of that time, of that space, of the memories. And when this starts to affect your energy that you've worked hard to create, I don't know, there's something about this waffling, this flip flopping. Maybe this creates doubt because something familiar versus something unknown, right? Do you get a ride with a friend from the past or a stranger in the future? Right? And not using your eyes. What is going on here? Okay, hold on, pause. Or maybe this is Spirit's way of changing the subject. Okay. So there's a deer and a black cat over there who looks like it could be the darkness. But last night or this morning, the cats were going crazy. And I had this black cat underneath my window, and Mims was growling at it, and it's meowing like I've never heard a cat meow outside my window before. Not one of mine. And so I don't know what was going on. And my cats were scratching at the door, There's all kinds of weird stuff going on. Okay. Intermission. Okay. Okay, so let's refocus back in. Choose love, choose joy. Don't doubt yourself, especially at this point in the game. This is when the doubt machine is wanting to sway you, right? This is the last ditch attempts to pull you back in. And you're not gonna do that. No, because you're a freaking emperor and you recognize, no, that's not darkness. Is that Flint? Flint is another black cat that roams around. Okay. You are an emperor making things happen for the good of all. This also may require you to make sacrifices. So this is sacrificing the old ways for the new ways because you recognize that you are moving into the future, not moving into the past. So nothing, no matter how nostalgic and good it feels, it's not ever a place that you can go back to. And so you are moving forward. You are taking actions forward. Sometimes we get glimmers of the past, echoes of the past that resurface. I think most of the time, in order to choose something different, to acknowledge and solidify your change. When you are moving forward confidently without doubt, then when the old ways reappear, it's an opportunity to say goodbye, right? Oh, yeah, I do remember that. That was great. I'm grateful for that time. This was part of my becoming. But now we are choosing something different for ourselves. We are moving into the future. We are being reborn into another version of self, one who doesn't doubt or linger in the past, joyfully, exploratorily moving into the future. Holding the vision, yes. We got the King of Wands here coming out to play. Okay, the visionary, the passionate and precise. Look at the balance, masculine, feminine, lions, protection. We've got the devil and the angel on the shoulder. There's that tipping point, right? Being focused, utilizing both aspects, all dualistic natures to move forwards. Keeping the eye on where they're going, not where they've been, right? This is your internal wellspring. Yes, in the center of your gorgeous temple within is a pond, a waterfall, a river of golden sunshine. Yeah, it's a river that flows through you. And when you're quiet, when you're connected, when you're focused, it speaks to you. You are in a receiving state, a flow state. And there are many gifts to receive. And one of them being beautiful partnerships, okay? Like minds coming together. This is part of the reflection. Because when you are flowing, golden, so too are those drawn to you. Right? This is a breakdown, a tear down of all those defenses. And now you are just engaging as is. You're not projecting false narratives upon everything externally so that your defense mechanisms have relevance, right? This is about removing those defense mechanisms because you are in this beautiful flow state and your discernment game is strong. You can feel what is for you and what is not for you, regardless of what it looks like, right? Beautiful. Okay, let's get an animal oracle. I guess we should get a mushroom card. Because we had a situation with the mushroom earlier, I just remembered. And today is Wednesday, which is usually my mushroom day. But I still have some. So I will not be getting the mushrooms today. Just, yeah, too many mushrooms. We just want one mushroom. That was cool, the cat and the deer. There it is. This is our card. Amanita muscaria. Expanded awareness. Exactly. This expansion goes beyond the limits of the eyes. Because Amanita is used to alter your consciousness to help you access other planes of existence, this card represents the need to raise your consciousness to a higher level. It is time to see things from a higher and less physical perspective, right? Yes. It's time to rise up and let go of the restraints that keep you thinking inside the square, like a doubt, right? It is also time to think and see things completely differently. Yes. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Beautiful. And I think this is part of that transition, that death of the old way. The old way you got by with your eyes, right? That was the coal way. Now you are a diamond. Diamonds have many facets, multidimensionally. So our eyes are bound to one dimension. You can't truly see all when you are a multidimensional being through one dimension, right? So this expansion, and that's where doubt exists, on that one dimension. So use doubt as an expander, an indicator. When you are feeling doubt, recognize it and remind yourself, oh, right, I'm not bound to this one dimension. I'm multidimensional. And so what I am seeing isn't the whole of it, isn't the highest truth. Okay, any animals wanna come out? Just this one. This wee little lamb wanted to come out. Oh, lamb, where you at? Where my lamb at? Where my lamb at? Right there. Peaceful, prophetic, and patient. The lamb is the bearer of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Though the lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. Approach this gentle creature with utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, and receive. Beautiful. When in balance, knowingness, inner peace. When out of balance, quiet, timid, and concerned. And to bring into balance, meditation and listening. Go sit by your river and allow knowing to flow through you. Beautiful. Okay. We'll get the message from the kiddies. Sees how they were yakking. Yeah, I just straight up ignored everybody. Stelly was scratching at the door. Mims was freaking out. She kept jumping up and jumping down, and then there was cats at the window meowing. She was growling. Oh my god. It was a bloody catastrophe. And I'm just like, trying to go to sleep. Just shush. Just shush. Okay. That's funny. This one looks like Mims. And this is exactly the look she was giving me. Wild. Meet Samson. He is a shimmering concoction of wildness and strength. He lives perpetually under the full moon. With limitless abandon, he races over the hills, feeling the perfect harmony of his body moving unhindered by thoughts, unfettered by beliefs of who he should be or how he should act. Samson is fully himself without question or excuse. If you have been the oh so proper house cat for far too long, step outside and awaken your precious wild self. Unleash your longings and join Samson under the moon's wild light. Beautiful, and the sun is coming out to play. And now we've got two deer. Oh yeah, that can go over here. Okay, should we get one of these cards here? An affirmation to take with us, to carry with us. This one. Power. The greatest power is self-love. My spirit is pure love. Liquid sunshine. Your river is love. That's the power of love. Yes. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Okay. Speaking of love, let's get some love messages. We'll power through the love messages. You are worthy, first and foremost. Never forget it. Never doubt it. A wish is coming true. Don't doubt it. Just trust it. What harm? So it doesn't come true. So what? It's not going to be the end of the world. Tell your ego that, right? This isn't a, I'm going to doubt that wishes are going to come true so that when they don't, I'm not hurt, right? Bull crap. Trust it. A wish is coming true, period. Leave no room for doubt. And it must be. It must be. Believe in miracles, okay? Believe it. Believe it. Know it. Feel it. Own it. Speak your truth. Yes. Always. From the heart space. And be present. Be in now. Connect within. Go within. Listen. Move. Feel. Respond. By choosing. Respond with your heart. Okay. This. Okay. What do we got? We've got freedom. Yes, freedom to speak. A safe space to be, but still remaining free. This is that beautiful balance between holding the vision, right? Taking decisive action on your passion, protected, and grounding in, connected to your intuition. There's your balance of the masculine, feminine. There's your freedom. We've got this be, okay? Be your youthful self. Be your youthful self. This is your diligence, your steady hard work producing the sweet, sweet honey, and it being celebrated. We've got the death of the old, put to death all expectations of what you think things should be and look like. You may be holding fixed to a perspective from the past. Allow the present, allow your transformation to reflect to you what is possible and what you deserve. Not what you think you deserve, but what you actually deserve. Those things may be different, right? This is why it's a collaboration with the universe. We've got your intuition, the moon. Okay, this is divine timing, trusting what you feel, letting it guide you. All things will be revealed in divine timing. I feel like this is something to do with this wish coming true. And we've got protection here. I feel like during your hermiting phase is where you really learned how to value and protect your own. It's got the amethyst cluster on the back there. You created a solid web for yourself, like this guy. And it will keep you safe, right? The only things you need to fear right now is fear itself and your own doubts. Okay, and laugh often. Remember to have fun, okay? There are people who are going to be coming into your life that is going to remind you that life is worth living and engaging and having fun with. You've been so diligent and patient and powerful. And don't forget to play. Okay? Very important part of the process. Play. Joy. That's the joy. That's the joy. So shift your doubt into joy. Have fun with it. Laugh at yourself. Laugh at life. Laugh at the things that seem to not be working in your favor. And trust that they are. They always are. Okay, that's what I have for you today. Hopefully, there is something good for you and that you move more confidently towards your joy because of it. Love and appreciate you and hope to see you next time. Bye for now.